AITA for pretending to be a prostitute and sleeping with my father-in-law? Hey everyone, Tamar here. I need some perspective on what I did. I know the title sounds super messed up, but I promise there's more to the story. So, here's what went down. I first met Judah when I married his eldest son, Honestly, was a terrible person. He was into all sorts of evil stuff, and when he died, it was definitely divine intervention. But before I could catch my breath, I was married off to his younger brother, Onan. In my culture, when a man dies and doesn't have a child, his brother is encouraged to marry his widow to continue the older brother's family line. Let's just say he wasn't any better. He was also a horrible person, and the one thing I wanted most, to be a mom, he refused. He didn't want his children to belong to his dead brother. Soon after he died too. I know this sounds weird that two of my husbands died, and I'm the common denominator, but I promise I had nothing to do with it. But I definitely wasn't sad about it either. So like I said before, since both brothers didn't have a child, I had to marry their youngest brother to carry on the family name, and this was not something I was looking forward to. After two horrible men from this family, I didn't have high hopes for the third one, the final brother. My father-in-law, Judah, after losing two sons and seeing me as the common factor, was not thrilled to allow a third son to marry me. Like I said before, I did not kill my two husbands. Judah kept putting off the marriage, saying the youngest son was too young and that I should wait a few years. Honestly, I wasn't sad about waiting. Like I said, after two marriages, I needed a break from horrible men, so I waited and enjoyed my freedom. But after a few years, and with a ticking biological clock, I knew I had to get things moving if I wanted a child. I talked to Judah, and he just kept pushing it off and making excuses. You're probably wondering why I didn't marry someone else. Boy, did I want to. But I couldn't because of our customs. I had to carry on my first husband's name through marriage to his male family members. After getting tired of all the excuses from my father-in-law, I took things into my own hands. I know it sounds crazy, but I felt completely backed into a corner. I disguised myself as a prostitute and waited by the road where I knew Judah usually went to for companionship. Sure enough, he didn't recognize me, and we ended up sleeping together. At the end of the deed, he said he couldn't pay as he had no money, and instead gave me a family ring, worth a lot of money, as collateral, whilst he promised to bring me money the next day. Am I proud of it? Not exactly. But I was angry and honestly kind of lost my mind because what I did makes no sense, not even to me. But I was tired of his games. He went back to look for me and never found me. I still have the ring and no one knows what I did. So I'm here asking, am I the asshole for going to such extremes to secure my future? Or is Judah at fault for leaving me with no other options?
Update. Hey everyone, Tamar back again. It's been a few months and things have gotten even more complicated since my last post. Judah found out someone in the family had been involved in a scandalous encounter. He had no idea it was me at first. He flipped out, saying, "How dare this woman disgrace our family," and basically called for me to be punished. Judah found out that I was pregnant and realized that I was the family member that everyone was talking about. He lost his cool and started calling me all kinds of horrible names. He demanded to know who I slept with in front of everyone, trying to shame me. With everyone listening, I told him that the person whose ring I had was the person who I'd slept with. I showed him the ring and his face turned white from shock. He started to stutter, and people were asking who the ring belonged to. I told them to ask Judah, and Judah admitted that it was his ring. Everyone was shocked to say the least. It was so awkward. Judah ended up admitting that he was in the wrong for not allowing me to marry Sheila in the first place. I won't lie, it felt good to see him own up to his mistakes, but it also caused a huge stir. People were gossiping nonstop, and I got mixed reactions. Some folks thought I was clever for outsmarting Judah, while others still blamed me for going about it in such a scandalous way. Now the family is in total upheaval. I've been labeled everything from a schemer to a survivor. Judah, on the other hand, is caught between embarrassment and a newfound sense of responsibility. He's trying to smooth things over, but I can tell he's struggling with the public shame. Still, at least he admitted I was more righteous than he was, his words, not mine. Update 2. Hey everyone, Tamar here with what I hope is the final update. Ever since Judah publicly acknowledged that he messed up by not letting me marry Shella, things have been tense but also kinda liberating. People in the community are now questioning the old traditions, like, should a widow really have to jump through these hoops just to have a future? Judah's been making an effort to right his wrongs. He's more involved with family affairs and seems genuinely remorseful about how he treated me. Some folks have started looking at me with a bit more respect, like I'm some sort of trailblazer for standing up for myself. Others still whisper behind my back, calling me names and saying I brought shame on everyone. Honestly, I'm at peace with it. I did what I had to do. I still wrestle with whether there was another way to handle all this drama. But at the end of the day, I wasn't about to sit around and let my life be ruined by broken promises. So, here's my question for all of you: am I the asshole for taking such a drastic step to secure my rights, or was Judah the real villain for leaving me no choice in the first place? Let me know what you think. I could really use an outside opinion.